Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome back to another video. This is a strange video. It's not a story I ever expected to be able to tell. It's something which happens to everyone. It's not something which happens to me every day either. But as you can tell by the title, I had a bit of an encounter with Britain's Got Talent. And I'm choosing my words very carefully there, because it is just an encounter. There's not really much more than that. But I do want to mention, it's sort of a disclaimer. It's not really a disclaimer, it's just sort of a more for the record sort of thing, is that back in 2017, as just a joke, I applied. I sent in a video of mine, All-Star as a $1 orchestra, right as my channel was sort of beginning to take off. Submitted that to Britain's Got Talent on their website. Never heard back from them, right? And this story that I'm telling now is in relation to the 2018. No, so when I applied in 2017, that would have been for the 2018 season. But this, what I'm talking about now, would in theory be for the 2019 season. And they contacted me. I think when they contacted me, it was after Britain's Got Talent aired. Anyway, I'm sort of getting ahead of myself here. I haven't actually said anything of what's going on. So. This all started, a few months ago? Let me check. Let me do a quick fact check on this. About a month and a half ago, right? I'm on holiday in Finland, having a nice time with my family, and I get an email from a man who I'll name Louis for the purpose of this video. And he says, "Hey Joe, I work for a production company called Thames TV. Now, for those of you who don't know, which is possibly most of you, Thames TV is the production company owned by Fremantle Media, which is an even bigger company in the UK, but Thames TV in particular is the production company behind some of your favourite British TV, such as X Factor, Take Me Out, and Britain's Got Talent." So, he doesn't actually mention Britain's Got Talent in this email, but he says, "Hey Joe, I work for Thames TV, and I'm a casting researcher." And that already confuses me enough, because I'm thinking, casting researcher? Does that mean you want to cast me on your show? So I read on, and the email says, "I've seen some of your music videos on YouTube." And that's another bit of a sort of a red flag. Not like a red flag, but it's an amber flag, let's say. Because for those of you who don't know me, I do technically make music videos on YouTube. Everything I do is, apart from this video, thinking about it, almost everything I do is music related. But it's also meme related, nowadays at least, and it's not something I would take seriously enough to ever call music videos. Here's an example of a few things I've done. I've played All-Star. First of all, I played it 19 bloody times on this website. All-Star on a thick cat. All-Star with a nose recorder. All-Star on the sharpest tool in my shed. Really proud of that one, actually. All-Star with my finger on my thumb in the shape of an L on my forehead. And then there's more. There's Toto Africa played on a chicken. There's $1 piano. It's a kid's toy, right? I'm not taking myself seriously when I make these videos, right? So when I get this email, I am confused, to say the least, at how seriously this guy is taking me. Anyway, so the email says, "I've seen some of your music videos, and I would love to have a chat with you on the phone about a show I'm working on," right? So like I said, he hasn't actually mentioned anything about Britain's Got Talent in this email, but of course, this is a bit of a weird email. So before I reply, I did a little bit of Googling about him and the company, and I confirmed that if the email is legit, it's from someone working within the company, and the company is actually behind Britain's Got Talent, right? And then I go on to search him a bit more, in particular, this man Louis, like I'm calling him, and it does not take me long to find that he is indeed a casting researcher working for Thames TV, and in particular, he's working for Britain's Got Talent. I find multiple sources saying this. In fact, his own Twitter bio said it. So I'm pretty sure at this point, he's working for Britain's Got Talent. Even still, that clarifies what he's working on, right? But I'm still very confused as to why he wants to contact me. What on earth could this man... In fact, it only confuses things further. Because I don't have talent. See, this is the problem. I cannot for the life of me understand what relation I have to Britain's Got Talent. It just does not work in my head. So of course, after I've done a little bit of research, I reply to him and I say, Louis, I'm intrigued. I would love to have a chat with you. Here is my phone number. Let's set up a time to talk. And I wait for a reply. Wait a little bit longer. And I don't get one. And at this point, a week has passed, and I'm thinking, come on, Louis. A week is enough to reply to an email. So I don't want to appear a bit too desperate, but I nudge him anyway. I say, hey Louis, you still interested in having a chat? So this is a week later, and I email him to remind him. And this time he gets back to me the very next day, and he says, yes Joe, I would still be very interested in having a chat with you. And at this point, it's kind of annoying me, because it is just a chat. That's all he said. All he said is he wants to have a chat. Nothing more than that, right? So he then says, if you're under 18, then you're going to need to send me parental consent, or you're going to get me in touch with your parents. So I get him in touch with my dad. I give him my dad's email. And I wait for him to reply, or for him to email my dad. And I tell him to CC me in if he does. So I'm just waiting at this point. Same thing again as before. But the problem is, last time I emailed him, I had to nudge him to get him to reply. So I don't want to keep nudging him over and over and over again just to get him to reply to the second email. Bit too desperate, right? So I wait. A total of 3 weeks before I get a little bit too impatient and decide, Louis, you can't do this to me. You can't do this to me. I've got to know what you want. So I say, hi Louis, we're still both hoping to hear from you. I'm intrigued to hear what you have to say. And this time, I'm delighted to get a lovely notification, an email back in response within a matter of, I don't know, a few hours or so. Oh, would you look at that? The response was actually within the same minute of me sending an email. And that's because this time the response is not in fact from my main man Louis. It's an automated response from Thames TV. And it says, thanks for your email, however, I have now left Thames. If you have a query regarding Britain's Got Talent, please contact so-and-so. Or if you need to contact me, here's my email. So that's kind of where the story ends, right? You would think. First of all, this is the first time I've heard anything about Britain's Got Talent itself from these particular emails. Everything else, my assumptions of it being Britain's Got Talent, is just from me researching this myself. So this is the first actual confirmation that this man definitely is working for Britain's Got Talent, and he wants to contact me regarding Britain's Got Talent itself. Right. In a way, at this point, I'm relieved, right? Because while it would be quite exciting to go on Britain's Got Talent, you know, a quick bit of exposure, right? It would be an absolute nightmare. I've heard terrible things about Britain's Got Talent. Apparently their contracts are absolutely horrible, and it looks like absolute grueling hell. So, I'm kind of relieved, but I'm also a little bit disappointed because all I wanted to know is what this guy wanted, right? I have so many questions at this point that have not been answered, and I really need to know the answer to them. A, first of all, just what the fuck did he want? Excuse my French. What did he want from me? B, in particular, did he want me to audition to Britain's Got Talent? I'm kind of guessing that's where it was leading, because he's not going to invite me directly to go on the show, you know. Hey Joe, you're great, step on the stage. No, I think what he was going to do is just invite me to come and audition, and even then, you know, my chances are still pretty slim of getting on. He's just a recruiter, I think. And third of all, assuming that is the case and he wants me to audition, what on earth does he want in particular? See, if he says he's seen my music videos, right? So he's definitely interested in something from my channel. But what could you possibly want? Because like I say, I don't take myself seriously. So hearing someone say, or hearing someone imply that they want me to go on Britain's Got Talent, one of the most famous shows in the UK, and presumably America's Got Talent is, the equally famous counterpart in America, what could they possibly want from me, from my meme channel? I hate to say that, I've been denying it's a meme channel this entire time. What could they possibly want, right? Do they want me to play the chicken? Do they want me to play All-Star on a Saw? Does he want me to play... Bloody hell, I don't know. There's nothing on my channel that could possibly fit on Britain's Got Talent. So, of course, I take it upon myself to find some answers. I decide I cannot live the rest of my life without knowing at least what he wanted. I don't care that I wasn't invited to Britain's Got Talent. It'd be really nice if I could say I was invited to Britain's Got Talent. That'd be me. I mean, much better clickbait for this video. Sadly, I don't get the privilege to say that. But I just want to know, at the very least, what this guy wanted from me. So I emailed the contact that came in that automated email from Thames, and I don't get a response. So I'm imagining at this point he's probably the only person who's interested in me, working on his own few people. I'm sure he had hundreds, if not thousands, of people that he'd emailed. So in the grand scheme of things, I'm worthless. I get that. I understand that. She doesn't reply, right? I don't get a reply. She doesn't care about me. End of. But then I decide to get a little bit intrusive, and I go on Twitter, and I've already mentioned I found his Twitter before, and it said in his bio, working on Britain's Got Talent. It doesn't anymore. But I go on his Twitter, and I DM him, and this is what I say to him. Louis, you're killing me. You can't just contact me with an elusive, mysterious email like that, and then just quit. It's no secret that you're working on Britain's Got Talent, but I just can't understand why you would contact me. I don't have talent. In a way, I'm glad that nobody else at Thames wants to talk to me, so I don't have to make the decision myself, but for the life of me, all I want to know is what on earth you could have wanted from me. My videos involve shit like me playing songs on a rubber chicken or instruments designed for babies. I repeat, no talent involved. I'm picturing myself on the stage of the show, telling Simon to go fuck himself, a lifelong dream of mine. But I haven't a clue what will become before that. I don't think I can go to my grave without knowing what it was you intended to talk to me about, so please, tell me. Assuming you wanted me to audition for Britain's Got Talent or something along those lines, what would you have wanted me to do? And he doesn't reply to me, so that is where the story ends. I sent him another message a little bit after that saying, come on Louis, don't let me down like this. Yeah, no, he's not replying. That's it. That's the end of the story. It's the most disappointing end to the story because it had such good potential to be. It would have been amazing to say, oh, I got invited to Britain's Got Talent. No, that's it. End of. Yeah. I'm as disappointed as you are. I'm sorry.